Convinced some very up and down games, and still the only player really turning up for them has been Simple. Flamey's had some decent moments as well, but I feel like Gambit, especially on this wildcard nuke pick, I think they're going to be the stronger unit going into this one. I guess a slight caveat them starting on the T side. It's not beneficial as they head in towards the squeaky door area. The nade to take out the door. It's surely going to do a bit of, I guess they'll open it up and then throw the grenade. We'll see what happens here.
Nuke, by the way, we don't normally see it in best of ones. First time, including the entire qualifier, we've seen this actually played.
So they out the door, and they dive down the vent to get its early plant. It's actually really well played. No fumbling with the smoke at all. It's actually going very well for them.
Not surprising that Gambit has things ready for Nuke since they picked it. They also know that NaVi is not so inclined. Now, they left it in the pool, and Zeus certainly would know some of Gambit's tactics, but they certainly have a quick pistol. And Dozier with 2 already inside of the vents will back off. He's gotten kills where he's required. Zeus and Edward, maybe just Zeus the last alive, and Dozier goes back in already with the information that he's coming from upper. Good start from Gambit.
Very basic approach there. Vent dive coming in, but very well executed. They had players ready by the door, nading it out, so there's no signs of it coming. As soon as the nade goes off, there's a nice deep smoke there that can still spot the vent themselves and actually have a reference point to dive down there. The other way to do it is you open the door manually, bounce the smoke off the wall, and it lands in front of the vent itself, and there's a lot of teams that fumble when they try to get down there. That was really well done by Gambit. Nice early plant behind the silo, nice defensive, and then Dozier hitting absolutely everything as they rotate through the vents. There will be a force spike from the CT forces here. Simple, of course, not going all in. He will be the main AWP. He's dropped the scout, I believe, by Edward. And of course, the same weapon. They both hit each other. Both snipers going down to about 10 HP. Good nade, though, lands on the face of Simple, and it will drop him 5 versus 4. And they'll wait now for the reaction plays from the CT forces. Electronic with the scout and head armor could still do something with this. Obviously, the latest pickup for NaVi. We were hoping that this team really would come to life once he was in the lineup, but hasn't really been too promising as of yet, but this is the tournament to prove himself.
Well, if there was one place he was ever going to be electronic, it would be on a power plant, Henry.
That's true, a nuclear power.
Fitch. The other player placed Zeus after he departed, and I've already talked about him defensively on the desk. Had a great intro. Zeus to take down that man, though. She tries to sneak back in. Zeus eventually will go down. Dozier's tagged. And so too is Adren. 11 HP for Adren and 29 for Dozier. So even though they have the man advantage, it's not exactly comfortable for Gambit. And they'll sit on top of the stairs at Secret and decide if they want to go back. If they did, Electronic is positioned perfectly, but he's also going to be able to wrap in behind them at lower.
This is a big round here. Zeus getting more than he was worth in the steps area, but that should secure the round. Adren at the long-range Mac 10. And just to find Electronic, and Ed would have to have one hell of a round here to win it. Yeah, I'm not sure. He can't deny the plan. That was really his only chance to do anything with that. 2-0. Force buy from NaVi. Finds a couple of kills and certainly made Gambit uncomfortable, but ultimately they managed to win the round, and there will be 3 players surviving. So, full eco presumably coming in from the CT forces here. Not the start they wanted. It's the first time we've seen Nuke in this tournament so far, and pretty much any tournament doesn't really get played in a best-of-1 environment.
Exactly, in the best-of-1. You occasionally see it come out in best-of-3s when it's an option. It's not banned out. Day 1 of the Newton Legends, and we've seen it once, but that, including all of last week as well. Yeah, it's the first time we've seen it at all. Through radio. Flamey doesn't quite play far, clears the close angles first, so he's the second man on the ramp and chase him down the corner, but rotate accordingly.
Dinked him.
Damage in, Mao tagged. Adren finds Zeus, however. There's the next rotation, that was the one through vent, so they'll smoke plants, make sure that they're covered off from toxic. Pop at the one to do so. And with just default pistols, aside from Simple, who has a deagle, they'll look for exits and try and hinder the economy, but the round itself done. So 3-0 Gambit, T-side start. Surprising, perhaps, if they're going to pick this map. They certainly would have known exactly.
What a bonus round will be coming into the next one. 3 Mac 10s, couple of AKs. They will be trying to dictate the pace, knowing that the CT Force won the second round. If something get one here, that actually takes away some of that power. He's holding onto his Desert Eagle right now, stuck in towards the nest area. I'll get one. He is very proficient with the Deagle indeed. Now, things a bit uncomfortable there. Dozier will get the final frag, like we said. Bonus situation. Has managed to remove one of those Mac 10s. 2 AKs, and Adren probably buys one as well. We'll have a look at the head armor situation for the CT forces. That's where we need to be worried for Gambit. So 3 players are helmets right now. Will Zeus buy one? We'll have a look. he won't. So those Mac 10s have become very effective. An upper rush, certainly an option. Go for a vent dive again with the Mac 10s. That could be an interesting idea. It won't be a traditional gun round though. Something fast, something a little bit out there. We'll see what Gambit decide to do. They are lining up smokes right now. They'll be deployed towards outside. It could just be a smoke dive with the Mac 10s.
With the smokes on both sides of that. Toward red with electronic.
This is just an upward split with Adren going towards that main entrance. They dropped the smokes to kind of hide the fact that someone could be towards lower.
Electronic's positioned well for this though, because if they wrap to main entrance, their Annex. Smoke now in front of him negates that. I was going to say he's perfectly positioned to get down a Dread. What a good read. Great consideration. Dread. A single smoke to cut off all the way old school position. It's commonly on this version or iteration of the map, but it gives them the Annex to work with, and he turns around and reads that they're going to be sneaking in behind, and Gambit completely shuts down NaVi.
Yeah, beautiful stuff then from Adren. You're absolutely correct there. He's outside by himself. They drop those smokes outside. Very default smokes. You want to be throwing them every single round. The CTs at that point have no idea if anyone's made those down towards the lower steps. They don't. Adren smokes in front of the main entrance. Actually removes that decent position we pointed out from Electronic, and then he has the awareness, knowing they'll be rotating from the position. What a tremendous shot there towards main entrance. He finds 3 kills in total. He's alone outside and gets the job done. Well played to Adren. 4-0, another eco for NaVi. Not the start they were looking for, especially on the CT side in a best of 1. 10 comes out for Fitch, and this should be quite a simple victory for them, as aforementioned Simple will be looking for more Deagle shots here. Naded. He'll probably find 1 or 2. He always does with his Deagle.
Does. There you go. Good call on the Hobbit as well. Bomb on the corner of the catwalk, which means they have to go forward in an awkward position to find it. And I don't think they've got anyone in position to do. Okay, they do. Mo's still by the AC vent. Needs to get the bomb and get back. It's going to not go immediately. Knows that Simple's likely still around the corner. Instead, all he wants to do is get that ball. Good play as well to take down Electronic. Good response. 6 HP, just barely gets out alive. Now they can distribute that bomb elsewhere, pass it off, get it out of harm's way. Fitch will take down Zeus as well. HP is extremely low though, and Edward snuck up behind from Secret. Simple's gotten Fitch down. Not out of the woods yet. It is just Edward to deal with, but he's got position to run away and hide.
If Edward can find Mo then, they likely win the round. Now they know exactly where he is. He's probably shut down here. Does a little bit of damage towards Adren, and he's struggling now with the 5-7. He can have 47 HP. The bomb should be planted at this point. Gets down there.
Exactly.
But he gets an AK-47. Boosts his chances somewhat, but he'll plant towards Nest, and that's where things become almost impossible for him. They can just hold up and wait for him to commit. Flashbang is decent, but they know where he's coming from now.
No need to peek him at all. Mo's got an angle. He'll get the information. 6 HP, which is why he had to throw the bomb down to Adren, and can't quite hit the shot. They'll hold Edward at bay. No kid, keep in mind.
He's getting tagged up here. He can't win this one. Decent attempt there from NaVi.
Yeah, keep the AK and get out.
Simple with 2 kills at a Deagle like we thought. And yes, indeed, saved the AK-47. Maximum loss bonus, of course, after this round. The AWPs can come out. Simple, I'm almost certain we'll buy that weapon. Bomb goes off. Good recovery once again. Have a look at the frag charts while we're here. It's going to be 9 kills for Dosia. Adren on 6. Edward will get both of these kills. Not quite as on for that AK. Oh. So Electronic yet the frag on 0 and 5. Top of the doors for NaVi will be Edward, 4 and 4. Flamey 1 and 5. Simple with 3. So the AWP comes out for Simple. This is where the game really begins. Fantastic start for Gambit. So far, so good. This is why they picked this map. A strong pistol round coming out and led them to this brilliant lead now. CT's in a lot of trouble. Problem is that they can win rounds here, but they have to make sure they chain them together. Winning one and then losing one is just not going to be good enough. That's a full reset. A lot of pressure on the NaVi side of the server as Adren. Gambit has smoke, Electronic's aware of it. Does damage, can't find a fracture. Yes! Oh my goodness! Adren gets him through the smoke. A little bit lucky, but you all count.
Poor Electronic can't buy a break, still no kills. He had position, and like you say, he had the cap. He had the advantage in that. So Mono can take the skylights out.
Making sure he gets every single one.
Yeah, OCD, don't leave a single pane of glass in there. Mo tag to 17 is significant. That's a shot from Simple that does so.
Adren's already got through, won't even matter. What a shot from Mo! Takes down the AWP of NaVi. Guaranteed kill as Flamey's left looking Absolutely nothing there. He was focused towards outside, and Adren's already made his way towards Garage. 5 versus 2. They are tearing them to pieces here. Nothing to work with whatsoever. Dosia adds insult to injury.
This is so clinical.
Yeah, it's really good, isn't it?
Gambit's doing is all about getting map control, and NaVi has nowhere to play that's safe. Zeus to read at least Doja's going. Adren's already behind. They already had all of outside. They had ramp. They had secret control.
I love this play from Adren. Not only does he get the opening kill, like I said, a little bit lucky there. You can hear the footsteps. It is still skill, don't get me wrong. The fact they drop the outside smokes once they get the opening pick, and now forces rotations, and they just play with that. Mo, ready and waiting for Simple to try and react and get the pick back in his favor. Adren's already in towards the Garage position here. I have no idea. Adren's playing out of his mind right now. It's just beautiful to watch. Electronics are 0 and 6, and it has to be another eco here, surely, as they take a tactical timeout. They have about $3,500 per player. Edward, just to note, after saving that AK before, has 7K. So they're going to have a bit of a partial buy here. Edward will probably justify maybe an M4 or to save the money for the AWP next round. He goes for the AWP this round.
That's...
Okay, so he still levels his money out to what everyone else has got, about 2K. And Simple has to deliver here.
Absolutely. If you're going to put the AWP in his hands, I mean, we know that he's made these calls before.
He probably goes towards ramp, I would say, this time. He probably doesn't go towards outside. He's been struggling there. They're not getting much done. It seems like Gambit have a very good understanding of how to take that area against NaVi. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes towards heaven or maybe ramp aggressively. We'll see what he decides to do. As we enter round number 7 here.
That's what I call the Paul Henderson call. Any Canadian watching knows what that means.
So do I.
Yes, you do. Zeus up toward the hut. He's already gone through check lobby, getting aggressive because they sort of have to at this point in time, to be completely honest. He's actually gotten in behind them as well, and Doja's above. If he can hear the footsteps correctly, might be able to catch one and get a gun for it. Oh, it's already around as well on the back side of the catwalk. Doja's not heading anywhere near. Should be able to sneak in behind Fitch to take down Simple. That's the AWP gone already. Oh, not the best nade.
She blows the AWP towards Flamey, I believe there. Flame will find the kill and the AWP. Fitch gets dropped, and Hobbit needs to land this shot, which he can't do. It's looking good for NaVi now. Electronic will take some damage there as he drops down to the bomb site in a clumsy fashion there. UMP, guys, got players coming in from the ladder position.
Straight above. I tried to take out Edward as they will fall back.
They go lower, I think.
Good read from Electronic, you're right though, but they are heading down below it, back toward ramp as well. Keep in mind that Flamey has the AWP and he's dropped down quick enough to catch them from the vents. Good read from Mo, staring obviously at the only vent that enters the site. There's no longer a right and left.
Can't secure.
Toxic, the standard hole blown through the door to watch the vent position. The bomb directly in front, meaning they'll back off. Zeus wants to save the AWP, and that's exactly what they'll do. 7-0 Gambit T-side of Nuke.
Yeah, NaVi just can't get in this game. They're finding picks and they're making the rounds close, but just can't close them out. That great call from Gambit to get down towards lower. As soon as they had the AWP on the vent, he felt like it was over. Mo only gets one kill in the round, but it's the most important. Flamey rotating in after taking down Fitch towards the back steps. He gets position looking towards the lower ramp, but Mo ready and waiting, takes him down. His 5th of the game so far. Bomb goes off. Round over. It's of Electronics used for the AK-47. So it was a partial buy. I'll have plenty of money going into this one, so the fact they keep the AWP is still very good news. But NaVi now, we'll see what they bring to the table. Double AWP setup. I do not like this on Nuke whatsoever. I think it's a really weak setup. But sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures, Matthew.
That's why my entire life is desperate.
Yeah, we'll see what happens for NaVi here. It's not ideal. You can play an AWP towards the ramp and one outside. But if the bomb does get planted with a vent dive or something like that, it can be real dicey and you can't really operate as a full unit. Let's see what Simple can do here with Flamey, who's a secondary AWP.
Goes down. Just a singles. Okay, the second one was actually thrown. I didn't quite catch it going out. 2 smokes to the end piece, and one's got a massive, massive gap in it. So that should reveal to NaVi that no one's actually looking to take advantage of Secret at this point in time. Electronic would have been able to spot that. And yet they still position accordingly by putting Simple inside of Secret, just in case. Skylight's blown out. This time flashes at the ready. The last time Hobbit blew them out, they didn't take advantage of them, but nothing wrong with taking them out every single round to keep them considering. And to mask the noise of nades going through when they do. So flashes indicate fast hit. One through Hut, another through the skylight. Edward's not fully blinded, which means he's got vision to work with the Molotov, the next to be thrown. That can drop him down on the rafters, and that's when he falls into a Dren. Mo's going to walk in with an AWP as well to take out Electronic. Good teamwork again from Gambit, but this time they've brought it close on the NaVi side, which means Flamey, AWP in hand, still has a chance to try and deny the plant spots the leg. They know he's inside of the site, so he has to fall off of it so as not to be left in a 1 versus 2 position. And also in doing, pushing it back means he has to concede the plant. Good post from Hamid, therefore.
I love the calls of Gambit. Like, they're one of the teams that shout all the time when they're fired up, right? Every call is just bellowing through the room. And you've seen that infamous clip on YouTube and they're just like making calls on the fly, running around as a unit. It's really cool to watch sometimes. NaVi just can't do anything about this pain train that's coming in. And Adren taking out Edward there as he drops towards the bomb site. And he knew exactly where Flamey was. Hobbit finishes off with a simple shot there. And there will be 8-0. Maximum loss bonus in full effect still for the CTs, but they are chasing. Need to start posting some rounds here. Remember, these are the current major champions, Gambit. Zeus was part of that lineup. He's in the middle of your screen right now. He left to join NaVi. And a controversial transfer, considering they just won the major. He left straight away. And it seems like Gambit is still firing on all cylinders. Cannot say the same for this lineup. NaVi struggled to get into the second stage of this tournament, but they did it. And now, a tactical timeout.
Their last game, their most convincing, by the way.
Yes, that's the first time I actually predicted them to win. It's like, they've got to turn up now, right? They finally did, sure. Still, no kits going into this one. The orb comes out for Simple. A lack of utility. Edward and Simple, no nades whatsoever. Still a really difficult round for them here. Gambit is playing perfectly. Adren has just been a monster in this position.
So no smokes deep again this time means that Secret's not really in contention for them, but Electronic is still going to head that direction. The Molotov will suggest they're outside. But a Dren, that's fine, because a Molotov again to hold him at bay. He just wants to get a position. That's all they're playing for. Late smokes as well. Now they'll take Secret. So Electronic's control. Zeus is bottom vent. They've got a bit of a crossfire, but it's not the stairs position. In fact, Zeus is still above the vent. My mistake, I thought he dropped down. Away. Glass, you can see it being shattered. It wants to give them some indication that they're still heading upper. What a shot, Adren!
Correct. Electronic has been deleted. Adren is just completely ravishing the defense right now. Fitch.
And now they're using, by the way, the skylights as a fake because
right.
They held everyone upper and a single Molotov on top of Hut, so they couldn't even jump down quickly to get to the vents. What a play from Gambit.
It's just over already, isn't it? Adren hits another wonderful shot there. Round over, 5-on-3. Bomb will be planted safely, of course, and you haven't even got a kit here. How can you even justify going for the retake? One of your players had an AWP, and Dosia, hungry for a little bit more here, spots him rotating and trying to save the weapon towards T-spawn, but he's had enough of this. He wants to end this game right here, right now. He'll be chasing them as he gets on towards the T-roof here. He might be able to take that one of them. Guarantees that shot. That's the AWP going down, Matt. And now, cowering towards T-spawn is indeed Zeus, Edward, and CT-spawn. Good lord.
This is one of the best T-sides I've ever seen on Nuke.
It's really methodical and clean, isn't it? You can see they've got an objective every single round, and everything they're doing in terms of the mid-round calls, the overall game plan at the start of each round is just looking perfect. The nice fakes, and you pointed out perfectly, the fact that they shot the skylights there before they strike towards lower, that really distracts everyone.
Well, and this is because we talked about the mentality. We always talk about the mentality. That's pretty good, Mo. They talk about the mentality of doing that. You know, the windows on train, etc. The reason you do it on Nuke is primarily to mask when this flashes or traditionally flash, that shot's amazing, go through, and therefore they can't turn around as quickly. But the more you do it, the more they consider that you're going to utilize them. So by doing it every round, you kind of mask the chances of using them and make it unexpected. Yes. The fact is they haven't done it every round, but every round they've done it, they've thrown something that direction. That time they did it perfectly and threw a Molotov on top of the Hut. They all instantly were in the rafters ready for it. And, oh, sorry, we're lower. That's really well done.
Excellent stuff. Partial buy for NaVi. Loss bonus is good, but it will catch up with you eventually. I have to take CZ Eagles and an MP9 for Flamey. There's a little bit more cash than his teammates, it seems, with the body armor there. Adren, alone again. That one smoke he uses outside is so good. It gives him just enough of a gap there right in front of him to check those close range angles, provide him cover from any AWPers, and then he drops a Molotov towards Secret Steps, nade towards that box, which lands perfectly towards the feet of Electronic there. 50 damage coming in. Two players already posted towards lower, I believe. That's like Simple and Flamey. Adren continues to just show presence outside and will decide to fall back here.
Doja with the door already open. Squeaky. Zeus could push through. He'll catch Fitch and fall back. Doja thinks he might be able to spot them at window, but has no further information inside of the site, so pushing through might leave him open to anyone else who's waiting. Mo up close and Flamey down. Brilliant shot.
Nice shot indeed. Plenty of damage inflicted on the CT defense. Zeus and Electronic there hovering around the 50. Surely picks up this kill. Not quite connecting the shots there, but he does spot a couple of players. His teammates head towards lower as they position themselves in the ramp room. Those rotations here. Oh, look at the awareness. It's just beautiful to watch. Very well done. He sends them packing, and he knows that we're rotating through the vents, but hasn't even been shot out yet. This is an absolute nightmare for the CTs. They get one kill once again. Hobbit upgrades his plan, or maybe not. Edward now with 15 seconds on the clock. Certainly gives himself a fighting chance here, but with 39 HP, he goes towards the vents, and the bomb should be planted here. Well, indeed.
Just barely. That works. Edward, desperate to deny it, just runs into the flames. 10-0 T-side?
Yeah, that's not ideal.
Poor Zeus.
Yeah,
Gambit's laughing all the way to the bank at this point in time. If he was the in-game leader, the tactics certainly don't look lacking without him, and he's getting tactically destroyed by Gambit.
Yeah, he's got no response to this. Nothing at all. Picked apart round by round, fakes coming in, variations of the defaults, and no one really stepping out. I think it's another tactical time. Let's look at the scoreboard right now. So, Simple, 3 kills, 10 deaths. Electronic, 2 kills, 9 deaths. Flamey, just no one killing anyone, is there?
That's your hot hands.
Yeah, Flamey, the other superstar of this team, 2 for 10. It's a disaster right now. Zeus should not be top fragging with Edwards. That's the wrong
Fitch
thing.
and Hobbit, by the way, who have massive breakup potential, they're at 4 and 5 respectively. They don't even need to do anything because Adren and Dozier are just running around doing what they want.
Yeah, the old guard performing excellently here. Round number 11, there will be a double orb setup again. This has not worked at all for NaVi. I'm not excited about a double orb setup on the CD side of Nuke ever. And the fact that they're focusing on this right now is not filling me with confidence they can even post around.
Keep in mind, not a single Legend team has won yet today. Gambit's about, well, looks like they're about to change that.
Yeah, I think you might be right there.
I won't say anything until it's done, but yeah, we're certain. Adren, that is so smart. The smoke's shallower this time, so he takes the other gap instead, and Electronic thinks, I can get there. I can. No, you can't. Sorry.
Oh, there was a... No real nades. Got 1 smoke, 2 flashbangs, and an AG at the 1:25 mark. This is not looking good, but that is Simple takes down Adren. Edward boosted up towards heaven, so now they have the advantage for the first time since I can remember. Mo posted up with the AWP looking towards Garage. Simple found 2 kills this round already. To shut it down, make it a third. 1-2 now. That's surely it, but Fitch does find him one in response, and Matt can't fall apart again. All of a sudden, HP doesn't become a factor. It's 2 orbs to try and keep the hope alive here for NaVi. Surely this round doesn't fall apart for them.
Tosh, yeah. Still looking for the angle. Simple has it in return. It could be finally the round for NaVi. A round for NaVi.
No kits, though. No nades. Has to be firepower here. They have to hope that NaVi... Well, Gambit, sorry, make a mistake.
Well, the good news is, with firepower, they have the advantage because Fitch and Dozier are both weakened. They might even line up. Flamey almost gets the both. He gets the angle, and Dozier walks into it as well. NaVi get the first on the board.
Positioning from Flamey. They will save both the AWPs. It's Simple finally posting a world-class round there. 3 kills towards outside. That's not going to be reliable, though. After getting that first pick, Adren, you're right, takes down Electronic, trying to get up close and personal. Didn't really work out for him. And finally, the first round on the board for NaVi, 10-1. Not the best of buys, though. Zeus down to a UMP of Famas for Edward. Lose this round. This would be a 41-half. They have to convert this one. At the very least, they lose around, have to save at least an AWP.
Hold the angle as well to make sure if they go by the smoke, he's ready for them out of this time. But Mo, that's already tagged up through the door, down to 22. He finally getting some fangs in the round. Getting their teeth in early on to get some, if you want to call it, possession. Control. Smokes go late.
I love the calls. Yeah, it's so good.
And that's a Dren that we were hearing. Again, they're going to try and utilize the skylights. This could be a straight hit. Dren has given up the outside position, even though the smokes went down, and has forced Flamey to watch from outside towards Secret. Smoke to heaven. So forced Electronic to rotate into the secret stairwell itself. Good trade from Edward onto Fitch. Doja, though, did find Zeus. They're still low on HP. Edward's blinded. He wants closer. Doja doesn't know he's on the hunt, but still finds the response. Reactions are sexy from Doja. Simple, though, does finally put him down and return AWP on the site. They've got the advantage on the Navi side, and he's got information. He can spot Mo, but he can't land the shot, and Mo's actually going to be clever about that. Rather than cowering away from the angle he goes through, but Simple's not fooled. It is just a Dren left.
You say just, but the way he's playing right now, this could be absolutely enough. 20 seconds remaining. No nades here, but the AK-47 in hand has information as Simple will be towards that upper bomb side, of course, but can he do anything about that? It's yet to be seen!
Oh my God!
God, he does manage to do it! What is that? He comes in main entrance. They know exactly where he is. They have the bomb. They're both looking at his position. Baits out one, nails the second shot, then finishes off the round. That's it. Call it. Full eco now for Navi. 11-1 down, and a Dren completely dismantles them on the upper bomb
MVP of
side.
the last major. MVP of this game. What is that? They had the double peak potential.
Yeah, it's over, isn't it?
Wow.
What a monster. That's the force by here. CZs, Steagles, Scouts. A somber tone, I'd imagine, in the Navi camp right now.
Well, that's something. 11-1 T-side. Mo this time is going to go with the Dren to get position. Not the first time he's done this. When they throw the smoke early, he tries to anchor the position and allow a Dren to move. He's going to go with them, though, so this is a slight change.
This tag team duo of Dosia and Dren has been disgusting. It's been unreal. How have they got so many kills? Even combating back for that one kill from Dosia. Okay, it was quite nice in terms of the reaction, but it won't actually equate to a round victory. He sets a Dren up, and my God, does he deliver. Damage being done. The Scout actually doing a lot of damage here as a Dren makes his way towards the garage position. On the other side, do not be confused there. He'll be looking around, looking to open things up. He has to at least find a couple of opening picks here. Simple can probably hear him. Beg your pardon, but 3 players very low HP at this point. Hobbit will find the opener, but still there's a strong chance that the CDs can do this. Well, maybe not now.
Getting weakened every 2 seconds, though, because Hobbit doesn't know that Flamey is behind the stairs down below. Has shots. Look at the damage. You're right. Navi certainly have a chance in this. Mo gets found. Edward takes him down. And Edward's going to follow that. In fact, so is Flamey. So HP is what cost him in the end. Doja's turn for a clutch. Good nade to Edward, but he's going to position. He's back for the repeat, and that puts him too low. Edward steps up. 3 kills overall, 11-2.
Desperate force by working out for Navi, 11-2. Still, they managed to save 2 AK-47s as Edward delivers after the damage was inflicted with the Scout. As you can see, Edward plus Simple. Simple getting his assists. Same story there. It's Simple with the Scout. Doesn't find all the frags, but he gets all the body shots in. And they get another round on the board here. Still going to be weak. No orbs going to round number 14. UMP with Zeus again. AK's in the hands of Simple and Edward. Need 11-4 here. This T side has just been perfect from Gambit. Another round slid by that. Still in a fantastic position.
Smokes down, and this time Dren's going to just take advantage. Okay, fair enough. Drops back. He's got other plans. He's got other plans. Doja's got a kill, but he'll get towards Secret. And Simple has no idea. Surely, though, it's Simple. Doesn't not even. No way. Not a chance at all.
Punish there. Dren very quick towards the Secret steps. Now to 5-on-3. Flamey has to find at least 2 kills here. They've got absolutely no chance. Not the best position to do so. Mo takes him down. 5 versus 2. Edward, Electronic, and Doja's in the vents. Round over.
Doja got down there quickly through Squeaky. So even if Flamey had hit 1 shot at the ramp position, they would have just pushed from both sides. Ramp would have been lost. Bomb planted. Round 14, and they have to make a decision on the weapons. Edward takes down Hobbit, but doesn't look like they're really getting anywhere near the bombs, so that's done. 12-2 for Gambit. I picked Gambit to win the whole event, Henry.
Again.
I think they'll repeat.
The back-to-back 2-time champions.
The 2-time champions.
Wow. It's going to be Edward who gets dropped as well. Electronic. This is a full reset for the final round, just to note. It's not really a massive deal at this point. But they'll save 1 in for the looks of things, but it's very, very under-equipped for round number 15 this game. Has not lived up to expectations. To be fair, I have really enjoyed it, just by seeing the first team that's properly impressed me on the T side of Nuke. I don't think we've ever seen anyone look this sharp before on the T side. Like they have a really solid game plan. Everyone's showing up, everything's going to plan, and just completely destroying a world-class team.
Typically what you see is sort of a one-trick pony on Nuke, where you'll see one team execute one tactic over and over, and it'll work for a small period of time until the defense learns to shut that down. And then they seem out of ideas. And I don't know if that's lack of practice from teams on Nuke or just play style. You could argue it's a bit of both. But you're right, they have a very, very wide array of plans and tactics on this map.
I don't think you'll see Gambit playing this map again in this event.
That won't be their choice.
Exactly. I don't think you'll be doing this again ever. No one's going to try and rattle them on this. A firm message has been sent out. We're going to run number 15 here. As we said, pistols, UMPs, a scout for Simple, which was effective before.
Is that a problem, though, to pull this out first game group stage? And
I think it's going to give you a free veto, essentially. Pushing people off of it. No one's going to touch him on this, I'll tell you that now.
Well, Dren again to start it. He'll take down Electronic. And Hobbit and he will combine to find Simple as well. 21 kills a Dren, 20 for Doja. I almost called him a Doja. A Dren and a Doja.
Well, it's looking very likely to be 13-2. Once again, still inflicting damage, but not quite enough to find any kills just yet. Doja watching towards the T-Spawn roof. Very common position with the CT to try and backstab from. Hobbit makes his way towards Heaven. 50 seconds remaining. Flamey takes a tag. That's probably a nade to the face. Edward is aware that Hobbit will come around this position, but if he gets one kill, that'll be about it. Can't afford to take any damage here. Surely a flashbang will come in. There it is. Checks him, takes him down. Nice work by Hobbit. Should be round concluded. Zeus seems pretty handy with the CZ, but not enough to equate to a round victory. 13-2. What a brutal first half.
Brilliant first half. Incredibly performed by Gambit. As we say, if Zeus was the tactical mastermind, he wasn't very tactical against a team that certainly does not look lost. A man that did, though, you just saw it, Electronic 2 for 13.
Yeah, it's rough. Younger players coming into this one. A lot of attention towards in the spotlight, certainly there being the latest pickup coming from a team like Flipside. He wants to prove himself and show he can actually help this team out and be a beneficial pickup. So far, not really. It hasn't really been interesting to watch at all. It's been very average. Gambit, though, the exact opposite of that. They're looking stunning. You can hear them fired up. That's what a team should sound like. Ready to go every kill. They're gassed. Ready to frag further. Pistol, I'm sure you're all aware at home, is required from NaVi here to even have a slither of hope in this game. Fast play towards the ramp. Fitch, this one probably falls back. That's enough. They want to get out of there right here, right now. He's got back up from Mo. You can see, oh my God, Mo, that's wonderful. Takes the bomb down there, and Electronic just has to leave him alone. He's thinking, you know what, I'll just leave you be.
It's unbelievable. Like,
yeah.
What can NaVi do when they're hitting shots like that? And Dren as well to take out Edward.
Yeah, it's just done, isn't it? Oh, God.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Mo's still just sitting at 20 and playing with the angle. Finally, Simple mans up and runs through, but it's just he and Electronic 1 versus 4, or sorry, 2 versus 4. But he'll understand that they've gone back toward the ramp. Bomb down inside of the left entrance. Fitch is low, so he can't play the angle, and Electronics wants to take the right side to catch them off, maybe wrap around and get back to the bomb. But that chance gone, and Simple can't find far enough forward advance to get the bomb itself and run back, so this is pretty much done.
Yeah, he's just looking for mistakes to be made here. That's his best hope. Smoke is good from the CT forces. That just makes things even more difficult. Now, Simple, 15 HP, and this he'll probably be giving up in a second. He's thinking, oh, you know what's happened? There it is. Adren will find the final shot. It's Mo to light them up to kick things off. And Adren, how many frags does he have now? 24 after 16 rounds played. That's not bad at all. Very, very well done. It's Mo, though, just gets baited in by his teammate Fitch at the very start. Fitch does the correct play to fall down there. Once you're spotted, try and get away with your life and get a really cheesy position towards low where you guarantee to get one kill. Your teammates can rotate around you. Mo, though, just hits everything. Trent behind the side on the bomb site. Gets the bomb in his control and forces NaVi into a force by now. Round number 2. CZs, Deagles, PD50s. Lack of utility. There are a couple of smokes deployed nice and early. Electronic will make his way out there. We'll see if there's any gap in the smokes. It should be absolutely fine at this point. Nades will come through but not do any damage, and they do manage to get towards lower. So it's actually looking quite promising now. But the problem is they don't really have much to actually get that bomb down. They need some frags here.
Just going to man up, take the fight. In the corner, they'll take him to 40. It's further back, though. playing hallway by the fence, but he won't get inside of them. 2 kills for 1.
Oh, he's so fired up. I love it. That's all Dozier, by the way.
That
he's
is
right
Dozier,
behind.
You're right. We should just go quiet.
Yeah, well, he's doing a better job than us right now.
It's amazing. We'll get him on the casting desk. Hobbit's just dropped down. Good read. Knows Flamey's already there. Dropped. Sometimes I wonder if he's even yelling tactics or if he's just trying to yell at NaVi. Get under their skin. Simple can certainly get under their skin because he's got Fitch. Adren and Hobbit are low and he's picked up a UMP.
Yeah, they're both low.
He's got Bomb as well to work with. 45 seconds. It's possible that he pulls this back.
It has to be an ace to keep NaVi in the game here. 35 seconds at this point. Bomb on his back. No nades to work with. 2 kills to find as he goes towards Secret right now. Losing a lot of time walking around here, but still okay at this stage. He's going to find Hobbit, presumably out of position, but he does manage to get towards that CT vent. 1 kill, good snowball. Here it is, there's the first, but the problem is now they're very different position. He's going to be Hobbit there. That was it. As soon as he found the first kill, the fact they were playing it together means that Simple just doesn't have the time to work with it. They can't take every single corner, and it was a close kill. Simple felt like he could do the 180 there, but couldn't quite connect the shot. 15-2, and what a story that is. Adren versus Zeus, Matt. 25 frags for Adren, 7 for Zeus. It seems that the change has actually been a little bit beneficial here overall. I think it's Dozier that calls for Gambit now, but still.
Sometimes this is where, you know, we embellish the in-game leading story. I don't know if we embellish, but we endear it and we bring it to light. And I think there's no question Zeus was remarkable with Gambit in structuring the team, and they certainly improved when they got him. But then how many times have we seen, you know, Pronax, same thing, Fnatic, he takes off, and they just maintain that same status, in fact, improve when they brought in Dennis, because the foundation's already been laid.
Well, that's very true. The foundation set in there, give them a system to work with, then bring in a stronger fragger, and then they can use that same system. And you can see that's exactly what's happening with Gambit right now. This is the last chance saloon, I'm afraid, for NaVi. They're going to need 13 rounds in a row to force just overtime. That's not even a victory. So they get towards lower steps here, but can they do anything with this?
Player on the stairs, that's Mo. Takes down Electronic immediately. They still timidly want to push on to his position, and he will get caught retreating to the control room. That'll give them something to work with, but Zeus is caught out by Hobbit immediately after. Take the ramp, they'll take the vents. Bomb is below. Not yet being planted.
Here we go, Simple. Takes down Hobbit, brings it to a 3-on-3. Bomb will be planted. They've got a fighting chance here. Dozier bravely drops in the vents there, doesn't find anything. Vent shot out as well. He'll take down Flame here, almost certainly. Apparently not though. Adren, he doesn't seem to be missing today. Fitch and himself go for the retake here. They have got kits. No idea where the T's reside.
Found by Simple as well. Great play. Fitch has been quiet this game. He needs a chance to step up. Can't quite get the angle to Simple. And NaVi will hold on at least for 1 more. So we stay map point Gambit. They get a 3rd round.
Again, though, it's only really Simple that's keeping them alive here, man.
16-16.
He got like,
He's done well.
4 kills in the last round. He gets 3 then. It's just...
That has to stop.
It's the only player that's really showing any sort of
And you know what?
potential.
I said last week that I was critical of Simple being sort of the best teammate, if you will, that every team seems to struggle to play around him. That you can't blame Simple for any of what's going on right now.
No. Well, Electronic was supposed to be brought in like Fitch was a Gambit. Like, you know what? Like, he's a crazy young fragger. He'll revitalize his team. And Fitch did do that. He fit in very nicely. He looked great when he first came in this team. Electronic's coming to look very average. This is a big game for them. And it's all falling apart. Hobbit with 2 frags to the CZ. Edward luckily does reply, though, with the Mac-10. Lights up the headshots, and it will be a 3 versus 3. A ramp rush in this sort of round. I'm not sure that was the right call, but still, they'll get away with it for now. Zeus taking down Mo. We'll have another round to play with almost certainly now as Adren and Dozier left on the default pistols. To get back to my point, Electronic just hasn't really done anything so far, has he? He's got 2 for 17 in this game, and it's just not enough, is it? Simple every single game. Like, he's still, I think, at the very top of the ratings of the tournament, right?
Yep. Yeah, I think the ratings will get a reset for this portion,
sure.
But he topped the new challengers stage, the round of 24. Excuse me, as we get Hobbit boosted up. This was a clever play with the CZ.
Well,
I think they wanted to get all the way to the corner, exactly.
It is just out of necessity they had to do that. Taking another eco here, that's fine. Gambit, no, they're in cruise control right now, can just wait for the guns to come out. NaVi at this point is padding stats, just trying to make it scoreline a little more competitive overall. We have 1 more game to bring you after this one. Quite a quick day, a lot of landslide victories.
We'll have SK with Pops in the next game.
Indeed.
A very quick day. We're only at 6 Eastern right now for Electronic and Flamey. I want to extend this one a little bit longer at the very least. So Fitch in his first major, by the way, with Gambit, defending champions, is slow to get started. 6 for 12.
Oh, this could fall apart.
Could.
One going down.
That should save
Should
it.
be
That'll
fine, yeah.
make it a lot easier for them to hold on, but they have given away 2 AKs. Fitch with one of them has armor, so too does Adren, but he's left with a CZ. And Flamey's going to find Doja, so now if they want to keep those AKs, they gotta get away. Low HP for Flamey, does finally get found. And, oh, I was going to say, he's got to be careful if he gives up that. And Adren's able to slip in, and they go 1 versus 2 against Electronic. That would be a huge problem, but they will spot Adren's thinking out the window at control, 15-5.
15-5. Guns will come out once again for the Gambit side. Now 10 rounds to force overtime here. This is a Swiss format, very similar to what we had in the first stage of the tournament. 3 wins and you're through to the playoffs. 3 losses and you're out. This is looking like a very probable loss for Team NaVi. Single orb setup. No kids, just a note on the CT side. AKs and simple AWP on the CT side.
Top of the hut. NaVi obviously breaking out the glass as well, by the way. He's going to try and take over toward ramp. Ramp stack, though. Fitch and Mo both there. Interesting. You don't often see them both toward headshot like that, so one's to bait the other. The benefit of that as well, while it does mean if they can execute to upper and take position on the upper site, the retake's harder. It also means they can rotate faster if they go lower, having 2 players on the ramp. Though, Smoke's still board Annex. Through squeeze. Zeus looks down. Doja's there, though, when Zeus gets in the air. Doja's got position. He'll grab the AK. First kill goes their way, and Mo takes Flamey. Now they can bait in. What a shot on Edward. They didn't even have to get the second player from behind the box to peek. Fitch never had to move.
Lovely stuff so far. I think we're coming to our logical conclusion now. Electronic gets 1. He's been very quiet this game, but this could be saving grace if he manages to pull this one off. 4 versus 2. Flashbang comes out of the vent. He's got so many targets to find here, and Simple stuck in out on the AWP. Surely doesn't get anything done here. There's 1, but there we have it. 16-5.
Wow.
Never looked shaken at any point. Gambit with an impeccable T-side there. Probably the best T-side I've ever seen in this version of Nuke. Absolutely unbelievable how good it is. And I'll say it again. You will not see Gambit play this map again in this tournament. No one's going to go near them on that map.
Certainly not in the best of 1s, but I think you're right. I highly doubt anyone's going to leave it in the best of 3s as well, and that does open up some veto choices for them. What a start, and what a slow start for Electronic. And NaVi, they got absolutely battered. Zeus will feel that more than anyone.
They're still in their chairs. That's showing you how frustrated they are right now. They will get up eventually. Not a good start for NaVi, though. That is back to what we saw at the beginning of the tournament.
So Gambit, defending champions, start off well. They're the first Legend team to win, the first of 6 that have played so far. We've got 1 more coming up. SK, we'll start up after the break.
With the madness, I'm a champion.